Salvete discipuli. We're back with another sentence. Today's sentence is sentence, not sentence. Today's sentence is Omnia vincit amor. Omnia vincit amor. So we've got two words here. Amor, amor, amoris. This is a third declension noun. That is the nominative form. This also could be a nominative form here. So let's look at our verb to tell us which is going to be our, subject. Omnia here, this is a plural. Amor here, this is a singular. Let's see. Vincit is from vinco, vincere. Let's grab a separate piece of paper and conjugate it, because we can always use the practice. Helps make us better Latinists. All right. Vinco, vincere, vici, victus, or victum. Some people are really, stingy, not stingy. Stingy is not the right word. Kind of particular about pronunciation. Nobody really around. I mean, there are other Latinists around, but nobody really with the firsthand experience with Latin to be really pedantic with me. So if it comes out sounding a little different than you're used to, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Because mostly you're reading it, and it sounds however the heck it sounds inside your head. Okay, so what matters is whether or not you read it properly or you write it properly. Saying it properly, really doesn't matter that much for me. Okay, this is, if we look at our first principal part, O, second principal part, E-R-E, that tells us we are in the third conjugation. Third conjugation, so what we need to look out for is when we are doing our future and our present conjugations. So we're used to taking that thematic vowel, that's what this vowel is called here in the terminus ERE, in the terminal ERE, on the terminus of the word. This is the thematic vowel. In the first conjugation and the second conjugation, you retain that vowel all throughout. In the third conjugation, that vowel swaps in present and future. Present does not use that vowel, the E. Present uses the I. And in future uses that and an A. Okay, so let's put our charts up here. Our present. So we have first person, second person, and third person. See if I can give us enough room here. I never do. Won't happen. So there's singular, and here's plural. All right, then we're working in the present system right now. So we have present, we have imperfect. Let's make our chart for imperfect. 1, 2, and 3. Singular, plural. Oh, I made my charts a little bit big. I don't know if I'm gonna have room for future. It's gonna be kind of squished in here. Future down here. 1, 2, 3. Well, we don't have a tense indicator for future, so hopefully it'll be enough room. One of these days I'll think ahead and I'll make a little chart for, print it up and laminate it instead of writing out all these janky charts by hand. Maybe someday. No, I probably won't. We'll just have janky charts forever. Anyhow, so first thing we need is the stem. Okay, so we're going to go to we're in the present system, so we need the present active stem, which is the present active infinitive, second principal part. The V-I-N-C. This is our stem. Okay, so wink, 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 see, wink, wink, wink. Watch my writing become progressively sloppier and sloppier. Oop, that was backwards. And more confused, apparently. Sloppier and sloppier, less legible. More times I have to write this. Wink, wink, wink. Almost sounds like a pig, like wink, 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 wink. Okay, future, dang, I did it again. Okay, and C. Okay, now after we have our stem in place for our present system, now we need to put the vowel in. So for the vowel, if this were first or second conjugation, we would just take that vowel right there and plug it in pretty much everywhere. But this is third conjugation. So in the first, or in the present tense, bleh, so many words I'm trying to say. In the present tense, we don't need to plug in a vowel, a thematic vowel or other vowel for first person singular, because that's already given to us. It's winko. Okay, that is the first person present active indicative. Okay, singular present active indicative. So the rest, we have an I, an I, an I, an I, and like future, O, I, yo, right? In everything else, in imperfect, everything gets that thematic vowel E. In the future, first person singular gets an A, and everything else gets that thematic vowel E. All right? So it's just first person singular in the future, and then everything else that is a little bit off, everything else gets the vowel, just not these 7 right here. All right, what comes after that? Well, in the present tense, the personal endings come. We already have the present ending, or the personal ending on first person singular, winko. I didn't put what this verb means. Silly me, I'm skipping steps. So winko, winkere, if you think of like victor, victory, it's like to conquer, to defeat, to excel, outlast, to succeed. I like outlast. Outrun, outlast. All right, so our personal endings. First person singular, winko, I conquer. Second person singular gets the S on the end, winkies, you conquer. Third person singular, winkit, she conquers. First person plural gets the mus. Personal ending for first person plural is mus, winky mus, we conquer. Second person plural, tis, that's the personal ending, winkitis, y'all conquer. Third person plural, and t, winkunt, they conquer. Okay, so that is the present. Winko, I conquer. Winkis, you conquer. Winkit, she conquers. Winkamus, we conquer. Winkitus, y'all conquer. Winkut, they conquer. So in the imperfect, we have a little addition here. We have our BA, our tense indicator. Everybody gets a BA, 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 BA. So what are the personal endings for first person singular when you don't have an O? If it's not an O, it's an M. Winke bomb. I was conquering, I used to conquer. Personal ending for second person singular. S, you were conquering, you used to conquer. Third person singular. T, winke bot. He was conquering, he used to conquer. First person plural, mus. Oh man, it's so messy over here. Winkebamus. We were conquering, we used to conquer. Winkebatis. Second person plural. Y'all used to conquer, y'all were conquering. And then NT for plural, third person, winkebont. They were conquering, they used to conquer. So winkebom, winkebas, winkebot, winkebamus, winkebatis, winkebont. All right, now on to future. So our endings for first person singular, when it's not O, it is M, winkem, I will conquer. S for second person singular, winkes, you will conquer. Third person singular, T, winket, he will conquer. Winkemus, we will conquer. Winketis, y'all will conquer. Winkent, they will conquer. So what's the one that we have in our sentence? Winkit, it's the present, third person singular. So he, she, it, in the singular, conquers. Okay, so it's a third person, subject is going to be a third person singular. Okay, so that says amor is going to be our subject here. Omnia is also could be a nominative form, a nominative plural form. We'll decline it here in just a second so you can see. Let's decline amor first. Amor, amoris. Okay, so amor, amoris, this is a third declension noun. Okay, it means love. So the nominative form is given to us in the very first, right here, the very first form, amor. Oh, also, this is a masculine. The genitive is also given to us, amoris. The dative form, amori. The accusative form, amorem. Ablative form, amore. So this is love. This is of love, to, for love. Love is a direct object. By, with, love. That's the singular. Let's look at the plural. Amores. Nominative singular. Genitive, or nominative plural, sorry, not singular. Amorum. Of loves. So loves, of loves. Amor. Ebus. To, for loves. Amor s. Loves is a direct object. Then amor bus. To, for loves, or not to, for loves, sorry. By, with, loves. Oof, getting things all sorts of confused. Anyway, the nominative singular form is what we have in the sentence here. So amor is the subject of Winkit. So far we have love. Love does what? Love, it conquers. What could it possibly conquer? Conquers the other thing in the sentence. Means that Omnia here is the direct object of Winkit. Amor is the subject of Winkit. Amor is performing the action of the verb. And what is it performing the action on? What's receiving the action is Omnia here. This is the object. Okay. So Omnia, this is an adjective, and it can stand substantively. And it can be actually more than one thing here. Let me pull this up real quick. When I was looking this up and kind of double checking and preparing for this recording, I found a usage of Omnia that I hadn't seen before, and I thought it was really cool. So I'm used to Omnia being an adjective, but this version also works for the sentence that I'm giving you right now. So Omnia can work as an adverb. It's not super common, and I don't have my really awesome, fancy Oxford Latin dictionary, like the big old desktop, like analog, paper, book, flip through dictionary yet. So I can't pull out the exact, this thing is rad. It has not only words, but in cases where you have strange, not strange, but kind of uncommon uses of a common high frequency word in Latin. It gives you citations, like exactly which text it's coming from. Omnia, now I don't have the citation for where it's used like this, can be used to mean, instead of like all, which is what it means when it's used as an as an adjective, can mean can be an adverb meaning in all respects. So kind of meaning like in all ways. So that would take our sentence to be like, if we used it, so we've got multiple uses we can use here. If we used it as an adverb, we could say love conquers in all respects. Just kind of cool. Okay, the other way we can use it is as a direct object, meaning just all or all things. And we'll decline it here in a second so that we get a good understanding and good practice using it. Just thought that was a way rad way for Omnia to come up and to be used in the text. I'm not sure if it's an archaic usage or if it became a usage later on in the empire. Like I said, if I had my awesome dictionary, I would be able to look it up. But alas, till that day, we'll just say, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's a different way to use a word. All right, so the adjective that omnia comes from is omnis, omnis, omne. This is a third declension adjective. So it means all. And when you use it on its own, it can stand in for all things. This is the masculine singular nominative. This is the feminine singular nominative. And this is the neuter singular nominative. The forms for the masculine and the feminine are the same, but I'm still going to write them out in their own column here. So this side over here is going to be our singular. This side over here is going to be our plural. So we have omnis, omnis, omne. Oh man, I hope I have enough room. Might have to shrink it a little bit to fit the plural there. So that's our nominative singular. Our genitive singular is, again, omnis, omnis, and then all across the board, omnis, omnis. Our dative singular, omni, omni, omni. Our accusative, there we go, is omnem, omnem, omne. Our ablative is a little bit different. Generally, we're looking at ablatives that end in E, but this ablative ends in I. Oop, I forgot the end there. Omni, omni. This is because omnis, 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 omni is an I stem. Has that extra I in it. All right. For the plural. So here's our masculine. Here's our feminine. Here's our neuter. A little sloppy, I know. All good. Nothing's perfect. Po buddy's perfect. All right, our plural. For our masculine and feminine, it's going to be omnis, omnis. And then for our neuter here, omnia. So for here it was all all masculine, all feminine, all neuter, of all, to for all by with all. This is all masculine, feminine, all, just more all things. If it's not modifying something specific in the sentence, if it's standing substantively, if it's standing on its own for as kind of a noun, which is what substantively is, it is all things. So all things masculine, all things feminine, all things neuter. And the genitive plural, omnium, omnium, omnium. For the dative, let's see if I have enough room here. Omnibus, omnibus. I could be misattributing this, but I think that's where the word bus comes from. I think it was omnibus, and I think bus is a shortening of that. Kind of an abbreviation, not abbreviation, but an abbreviated word for it. I think. Probably should have looked that up first. I don't know, it just came to me. Anyhow, the accusative plural, omnis, omnis, omnia. And in the ablative, I'll repeat the dative here, omnibus, omnibus, omnibus. All right, so that is omnis, omnis, omni declined. Omnia here is the nominative neuter form in the plural and in the accusative. So if we aren't going to use it if we aren't going to use it as an adverb to mean in all respects, we can use it as the accusative object. Object of wink it here to mean all things. Honestly, either way works. Either way is correct. It's just one is less common, one is way more common. Whether or not one is more idiomatically correct, like more idiomatic meaning like one that Romans would have used and what we see in the text, I don't know. Or which one would have been used late, early. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get one of those rad dictionaries that have specific citations and look it up there. So that is omnia vincit amor, love, amor, conquers, vincit, love being the subject of conquers, and it's either using it as an adverb in all respects or as a direct object of the neuter plural accusative form of omnis, omnis, omne, and to mean all things. Check back for another sentence to translate.